Hello students, so here we are for our grammar class with our third chapter, that is on adjectives, and now the 8 parts of speech and adjective is also one of them, and you have already studied much in detail about adjectives in your previous classes. So here we are again with the same chapter that we will be repeating now in a new form. So here we have adjectives that are words that tell us more about a noun or a pronoun, or rather you can also call it as a describing word. So here firstly we will talk on the attributive adjectives and predicative adjectives, or we can also say attributively used and predicatively used. So attributive adjectives are adjectives that are used before a noun. When I say it is a nice play, play is a noun. When I say it's nice, so nice is here used in the attributive form, like it's being used before the noun. Then when we say about the predicative adjective, the nouns that comes after the verb, or like, be, seen, feel, become, etc. after these verbs, so they are also known as the predicative nouns, or we can also say it used predicatively. So here for example we have the play was nice. So here we have the play as the noun form and we have nice as the adjective. So hence it's been used in the predicative part. So here, so these were the two types, the attributive adjective and predicative adjective. Now we will come to the comparison of adjectives. So whenever we talk about the comparison of adjectives, we come to know as the positive form, the comparative and the superlative. So in the positive degree we have the positive degree, it is in the simple form and it has no comparison. So in the positive degree we don't compare any quality with any person. Like when I say the tall girl, the bold girl, so I mean she is a tall girl, or Meena is a bold girl. So here I am not making no comparison with any other noun. So but when we come to the comparative degree, when two people or things are compared, we call it as a comparative noun. So when I say Ram is taller than Shyam, so here two persons are required to make it a comparative degree. And the third type that we have in the superlative degree, here we have the comparison done with more than two people or things, like highest degree of the quality. So when I say Rahul is the best boy of the class, Leena is the tallest girl in the class, so here I mean among the others, means there are more than two. So hence this is a superlative degree. Now when we come to the formation of the comparative or the superlative degree, so there are certain rules that are to be followed. So look into your book on page number 11, students. So here you have adjectives which form their comparative and superlative degree using ER and EST. In the comparative degree it is ER, like tall, taller, that's a comparative degree, and when it comes to the superlative it is EST, that is form, that is there, that is tallest, or short, shorter, shortest. When adjective ends in E, the word ends with E or R, and ST are added, R and ST are added, like when you have the word brave, in the comparative it is braver, and in the superlative it is bravest. So here certain rules are there. Again, there we have when an adjective ends with the letter Y, the consonant Y before it, then it changes to I, that is ER, IER or IEST. Y changes to I. So like happy, happier, happiest, you have heavy, heavier, heaviest. So you have these rules that are to follow to get your answers or your comparative and superlative written correctly. And when an adjective ends in a consonant with a short vowel sound before it, or the last consonant doubles, like ER and EST are added, like hot, you have hotter, that means T is doubled, double TER, and hottest, double TEST, like sad, sadder, SA double D is there, and saddest, SA double DEST. So many two-syllable adjectives are there which do not end in Y. So all adjectives with more than 2 syllables make a comparative and the superlative by adding more or most. Like proper, you have proper, so 2 syllable word it is, and so it will be more proper and most proper. So such words having more than 2 syllables or 2 syllable words, you use more and most. Like beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Likewise, some you have irregular comparison of adjectives also, wherein you are not adding er or est, but the word itself, the comparative and superlative degree, the word itself changes. Like when you have good, better, best, you have little, less, least. So such changes are there, and these are called as irregular comparison of adjectives. Then we are coming to the nouns as adjectives. So you are having nouns in the adjective form. Like you have a confusion here, but when you go on to know this in a better way, so you will have further no confusions. Like here are a few nouns like geography, you are having the word city, village, school. So when we join them with some other nouns, we get words such as geography teacher, city girl, village school, or the school girl, like this. So these examples, what is the first word is a noun which describes the second word, that is geography teacher. Teacher is a noun, geography is a adjective here. But you can also take it in the noun form. So the first noun then plays the role of an adjective, and the second is in the role of a noun. So both can be noun. Geography can be noun, even teacher is a noun. But when you take it in the other form, then the first word, that first noun, then plays the role of an adjective. Like geography becomes adjective and teacher becomes noun. City becomes an adjective and girl becomes a noun. This way. So noun used as an adjective always comes before the noun. Then you have adjectives with ly. There are some adjectives that ends with ly and are also used as adverbs. Like you have, they left the party early. Here early, ly, it's used as an adverb. But when you say we took the early train to Chandigarh, here early is being used as an adjective. So you have to see how it is being used. It's used to say something about a verb, then it is used as an adverb, or if it describes a noun or a pronoun, it is used as an adjective. So you have to keep the concept clear so that you don't make some error in your sentence. So again, you are having some participle adjectives, like your participle adjectives may be in the present form or it can be in the past form. Like you are having, it was a beautiful sight with the sparkling water and the setting sun. So what here the sentence says, the ink form of the verbs like sparkle, sparkling, and set becomes setting. So these verbs are in the present participle form. But when you say that the tired man sat down wearily, here the tired ed is used and the verb tire is being used in the past participle form. So it can be a participle adjective that qualifies a noun or a pronoun, the tired dancers, like this, or again it can be used attributively or predicatively, like the rolling cart hit the cart. The rolling is in the present participle form and also it's being used attributively, means it's being used before a noun. So, and when you say the dancers were tired, here tire is a word. When you say it's tired, you use D, so it's being used in the past participle form and also it's being used predicatively. So these are some of the adjective forms that we have studied for today. So that's all is there in your chapter 3, and the exercises I'll be giving you accordingly in writing. So you can just have it written from there in your book itself, and if required, some questions are there that has to be done in your notebook. So please take down in your copies. So that's all from me today. Goodbye, students.